Hi, this
Really?
is Jim and Terry Osborn.
I'm Jim.
I'm Terry. And this is our May 2022 video. And we were going to talk about our bareboat sailing charter experiences
Yep.
today. That was our video for this month.
That was a
But,
final wrap up of our sailing history.
right. So, yeah, that was the end of our backstory. But we had a twist. Plot twist.
There's a twist.
There is. You want to talk about it?
It's twisted.
It's twisted.
You talk about it.
I just got done talking.
Oh, yeah. So we're moving to Washington, D.C. in about 3 weeks. We just found out 6 days ago that we were approved for the apartment we wanted. Terry got a really good deal for the area on an apartment, and it was like we couldn't pass it up. And so our timeline's quick, and so we've got a lot of work to do in the next few weeks. We're having full move, but not packing. We're doing our own packing, and so we're also purging a little bit as we go and losing some things that we don't need to move. And but it was whirlwind booking a mover in at the busiest season of the year. But we were able to get reasonable moving prices. Not good prices, but reasonable moving prices for a full
How
move.
do you define reasonable?
Comparative. And we got one of the top 5 moving companies per reviews from move.org. And so it's all coming together.
It was crazy. It's been crazy, and it's going to be crazy.
Crazy good, though.
Crazy awesome. I was actually on the phone to another apartment building person, leasing office person, and we were talking about why we were moving, which is our daughter-in-law got a position in DC, and this was last October. However, she started last October, but COVID, unpredictable pandemic.
So we decided just to scoot along because we got a good deal on an apartment right in the city, right in Washington, D.C. proper. So,
well, actually, we thought we were going to get we found a 3-month lease, a really short 3-month lease in Annapolis. And we're looking for sailboats anyway. We said, gosh, that'd be like being on vacation in Annapolis for 3 months. Let's do it. Plus, I thought it would be way cheaper being in Annapolis versus DC. Turns out it's not cheaper.
Not cheaper at all. In fact, a little more expensive in some cases
And
for the square footage we're getting.
Right.
Price per square foot.
Right. And so we looked at Annapolis, and then we said, well, let's look at DC. And I had calls out to 15, maybe 10, 15 different apartment buildings. And I was on the phone with this one apartment building, and I told her why we were moving out. Huge history nerd. I'm the person that stops the car at every historical marker and has to read it. And she said, oh my gosh, you need to talk to our sister property at this address. I'll call her and have her call you. And we got off the phone. Seriously, within 10 minutes, maybe 5, this person called me back, and we started talking about apartments at that property. And it sounded really good. And then I went out and looked at their website, started doing my research, started to look at reviews, and I found an even better apartment at that property, almost our same square footage,
Yep.
And less money than I had seen for any other apartments for them. It was just, and I knew at that moment it was exactly what we needed.
Mm-hmm. Worked out good. Quite a bit more expensive than it is here, but
Right.
we got a really good deal here too.
Yes.
We're going to be in Northwest DC, right close to Rock Creek Park.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I think our property bumps up against Rock Creek Park.
Soapstone Park,
Which is a part of Rock Creek. Yeah. So it's a really nice area, and we're right across from the train station. So wherever the kids end up, they're going to be on a train line for commuting purposes. So
Do they
we'll
call
just
it
be
subways?
a train line away. I don't know.
I don't know if it's a subway or not. I mean,
Some
you have
of
to
it
go
goes
down.
underground.
Yeah.
But not all of it is underground. So I don't know if it's subway or not.
Right. So we're right on the red line. We'll go right across the street to the Van Ness
Or was it the
University
blue line?
of-
No, the
no,
blue
it's
line goes
into
to the
DC.
Capitol.
Yeah.
building.
I think the blue and the orange line goes into the Capitol, but
Okay.
yeah, we're so close. Oh my gosh. I'm just going to freak out. Sorry. No, I'm not going to freak out. In my
So
own
it's across
special
the
way.
street, and then everything else is real close. I mean, we're thinking about getting rid of our car and still have the bike, and we don't know what's going to happen with all that.
What's so crazy is that we went from bike being motorcycle is Harley, but we went from a 3-bed, 3-bath penthouse. We've been here in this apartment building for 10 years. So we went from 3-bed, 3-bath down to 2-bed, 2-bath. We're moving into a 1-bed, 1-bath. And it's just like we just keep getting smaller and smaller and smaller. And then I think we have to move on to a boat.
Yep. 1 year in DC and then onto a boat. Now we might park the boat in DC on the Potomac River, but still,
Right.
I think that's probably a logical next step. So we'll spend our next year hanging out and searching for a boat,
Right.
the perfect boat that we want.
Right.
And then we'll move on to it and maybe park it there in DC.
We'll see.
Still be close to the kids and the grandkids. But who knows? We might spend the winters in the Bahamas. Who knows what we're going to do.
We do not know.
We might hang out in Chesapeake for a few years. We don't know.
But
we'll
when we
see.
talk to the grandkids about Grandma and Grandpa's next boat, we'll have because they learned on a 16-foot little sailing boat. So here in Iowa on a lake. And so for them, I told them that Grandma and Grandpa's next boat will have a head, a galley. They're just like, whoa. And then, we can sleep on it.
Bedrooms, kitchens, and bathrooms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
It'll be
pretty
good.
adorable. But, yep.
All right. So we know we're going to do DC for a year because we signed
Signed the
the
lease.
paperwork for a year.
Oh, and we got the lease. I mean, we had to pay a lot of money just to apply. I mean, it's crazy how much you have to pay for an apartment building just to apply. But, it makes sense. You don't want a whole bunch. There, Blueser. Oh, I got a kiss. Thank you, sweetie. That was so sweet. Thank you. We got approved we applied to this apartment building, and we had to make sure that it was the one because it cost so much just to apply. So we found out we got approved within 24 hours, and we didn't even have a signed lease, but we had to give our notice on May 31st. So we got approved. Our application got approved on the 30th. We gave notice on the 31st. Did we already
I
say
think
this?
there's only 30 days in May.
No, 31st.
Is it
Memorial
really?
Day, yeah.
Okay.
100%.
You sure there's 30 days in May?
Yeah,
31
it's
days
June
in
that
May.
only has 30.
Are you sure?
100%. But I'll wait because I
No,
mispronounced
you're right. You're right.
Gloucester for
You're right.
5 years.
Oh. You were correct. I never could get that straight. What?
That
many
little
days
thing that
in-
you memorized to
Yeah.
figure out how many. You are licky. You are kissing, aren't you? Well, yes. Do you want to come say hello? Oh my goodness! Did you want to talk? Look at your paws on me. It's so cute. Oh. Okay. Oh, you're such a good girl. I can't believe she's interested. She doesn't like me very much.
Well, she doesn't like people
She doesn't
very
like people
much.
very much. She loves her dad.
She's raised by a cat, and she
She's raised by
thinks
a
she's a cat, and she's a little aloof, and
I would
she
like
also
to know.
schemes.
She doesn't scheme.
She schemes.
On what?
She
About what?
plans
She does not
on
have plans.
revenge.
No, she doesn't. That was the cat, 100%. I'd like to know from other people if you have had schnauzers in the past, if they're a little aloof or don't like one of their owners.
And she's a little barky.
Way barky. We have a lot of packing to do, but we're trying to pack at night, at least 1 or 2 boxes. Look at her giving me kisses. That's amazing. Yes, I love you too. It's just full, very full. It's very exciting
We've got
time.
a lot of work to do.
Yeah.
And at the last minute, we do have the option to have movers come in and finish packing for us
No, we won't do that.
for a fee. I'm sure we won't either, but it's nice to know it's there.
Yeah. But we have cut down so much. We did a big purge when we went from the upstairs apartment down here.
Yep.
Because that was a big downsize.
And we're content. One thing we didn't purge is our double storage unit in the garage when we moved down here, because we weren't moving that, and so that's a little messy.
10 years, I've never looked in there. I've never looked in our storage units.
Yeah,
This is his
I've
domain.
accumulated some things,
Very interesting.
but we're working on it.
Okay, well, I'm sure we've gone way too long. So we will see you in July for our June video. I have a birthday coming up this month. It's Father's Day. And then we move the morning of July 5th.
Oh, we're going to get in the car and
Right.
drive there.
Right, we're going to
And
get
we
in
don't
the
know when
car.
our stuff's going to be picked up for sure.
No, they
That's
give
how
you
that
windows.
goes. Yeah.
Nothing stressful about windows.
So we'll be there the 7th.
Right, we
and
take
the stuff will
possession
be there whenever it gets there.
up to 30 days.
But we'll be all right. That's the law. The company says maximum 18 days, but they'll be there in a week. Excuse me. They'll be there in a week.
All right. Anyway, we take possession of the new apartment on the 7th, but hui, very exciting. I just can't wait. I just can't wait to see it all.
Well, you've been there and seen it. I can't wait to understand why everybody gets so jazzed up about Washington, D.C.
Well, again, if you are a history nerd, which I grew up reading my big brothers and sisters history books, that was my reading material.
I can't even remember what I had for breakfast.
Well, that's a whole different
Things in
situation.
the past.
Yeah, but we I just can't wait to see it all. Yeah, I went by myself when I was in my 30s, headed out to shout out to Janet Chapman Larson. I went surprised her at her wedding in, I think it was McLean.
Oh yeah, she lived there.
McLean, Virginia.
Oh,
I think Alexandria. I can't remember for
they
sure.
call a lot of things D.C. that
Right.
actually are outside of the borders
Right,
of the district.
right. But we're
We're not
actually
moving
in,
to a state, so we won't have state sales tax or state income tax.
I have no idea how that works.
There's city sales tax, but no state sales tax because it's not a state. Maybe there's a district sales tax.
Maybe we'll be in Forest Hills area, zip 20008. That just sounds historical. It does. It sounds
Alex
like,
and Olmsted.
yes.
I don't know the Olmsted half of it, but
Sarah,
I know
we
the
haven't met.
Alex.
Yes.
And I hope to meet the puppeteer.
Yes, we have lots of people to connect with or try to connect with once we're there. I was going to take a look and I can't find my list. Maddie Bro. I'm going to leave somebody out. Misty Rebick. Gosh, I can't find my list. But no, these are shout outs to people that were headed your way. John Gottschalk. I'm surprised how many people, past colleagues of mine, that now live in DC. So it will be fun to try to. Oh, Kamara Jones. I know I'm going to forget somebody. Anything else that you want to share, Jim, about our upcoming really quick move to DC?
Nope. See you there. Come and visit.
Yes, come and visit. And definitely for the Annapolis Sailboat Show. I would love, last year, because I knew we were moving, I think I signed up to cover the Women Who Sailboat booth for an hour, I think. I'm not
Because you thought we were going to be there by then?
No, I signed up. I said I was going to do it this year, this coming year.
Oh.
But I don't think it's 1 hour shifts. I think they might be 4 hour 2 or 4 hour shifts. I can't remember.
That's a long time.
Oh, not when you're yakking to everybody. It goes fast, I'm sure. So, yeah, it'll be so fun.
All right.
Okay.
So that's the plan. DC for a year, then then a sailboat for the rest of our days.
Yep. So we will talk to you in July about our move, the actual move we're moving. Okay. Say bye, Jim.
Bye, Jim.